when we started out, we always talked about the fact that we were purpose-built for AI in general. And then, of course, we branched off into autonomous agents, and we branched off into leverage generative AI, but more in a hybrid fashion to address what Sarah talked about, security concerns. We've been thoughtful about how we approach this, right? It wasn't just about adopting ChatGPT or adopting Turbo or Anthropic's models or Llama 3 or Vicuna or Falcon, right? It was about understanding where the data was coming from, the ability to talk about lineage. We're looking at the data, whether it's structured or unstructured, and figuring out, is this really relevant to you in your industry, and is it going to add value? And that's what's so powerful about what Sarah and the company are doing, because what they've done is they verticalize this, and they're the subject matter experts. And while there's a lot of missionary work, as you said, it also gives them a tremendous advantage, as we've seen, because people have looked at them for leadership and thought leadership. Talk to me about some of the use cases and some of the impact you've had in your journey, because I know Erica and Redpoint don't put $20 million into anyone.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll give you an example. Take an average high-rise in New York, $500 million, 30, 40 floors. Costs $500 million, okay? Do you want to take a guess of how many pages of documentation you need to build something like that? Take a guess. How long is the manual to build a $500 million high-rise?
About, I don't know, 10,000 pages?
Okay, do you have a guess?
I'm going to go a little bit higher than that. Let's double that. How about 20?
In average, you have 3.6 million pages of documentation to build one high-rise.
There you go, see?
And so now ask yourself, like, okay, if I'm a painter and I should figure out which color wall I should use on this one wall, how likely is it that I'm actually going to find this efficiently in 3.6 million pages of documentation? By the way, 3.6 million pages is a stack of paper 3 times the size of the building. That's the problem we have in construction. And so what we do is we take, and by the way, this data is in multiple silos, like same thing as in every other industry. So we take the data from all these silos, take it over, run it through our pre-processing pipeline, and use probabilistic models to turn unstructured data into structured data sets, where we then can use deterministic models, right? That's the interesting difference from a nerdy AI perspective, where we then use deterministic models to actually power these AI agents. And AI agents then take over full workflows. Well, that means in a real use case, our flagship agent is a co-pilot, right? That's how you start in every industry. You ask a question around your 3.6 million pages of documentation, which color should I use? Within a few seconds, we give you the exact answer, but we also give you a link to the source document, right? It's this trust but verify. A lot of the problems we have with the traditional industry like construction is taking the people on their hand, right? And like leading them towards these next growth of innovation and these next sprints. What that means on like a top line results are like in the end is that on a $100 million job, we save every single user about 2 hours a day. It's 25% of their work time, right? And in dollars, that means around, for a $100 million job, we save probably $6 to $7 million.
That's amazing.
In an industry that runs on 3 to 4% margin, this means tripling their margins, right?